a quick live stream. Now, I just wanted to bring this video real quick. Now, University of Minnesota student later urges peers to make life hell for cops. Now, a University of Minnesota student government leader urged her peers to make life hell for campus cops by calling in fake incidents, according to reports Wednesday. Now, Lauren Meyers, a member of the Minnesota Student Association, executive board, allegedly directed students to use up campus cops' resources ever to pressure the department's police chief to resign. Now, made their lives hell, annoy the out of them. Myers sent a footage of video conference, like use them up, write their resource, make their office show up to something. Mayors had been addressing a letter sent this week from students to school president Joan Gable, calling the University of Minnesota Police Department Chief Matt Clark to resign for alleged failing to properly protect students of color. So it's a racial thing, which is not surprising to me. Everything that's involved now has something to do with race, and especially if it involves police officers, it's going to involve race like this is. Now, going on to the letter. Alright, this is what she said. The letter claims that Clark had refused to increase campus safety and wellness for students of color and allowed the utilization of UMPD as a physical arm of the oppressive state to subjugate and silence community members. It went on to threaten direct actions if our demands are not met. So, right then and there, she's threatening action. So, this is what she means by action. During the video conference, which has since been deleted from Reddit, Myers was asked what action students should take, according to the outlet. Alright, when you say disrupt UMPD, what exactly do you mean by that? One student asked her. Prompting Myers to instruct students to make their lives hell. The comment outraged police union groups, including the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association, Law Enforcement Labor Services, which demanded an investigation into whether Myers violated the college code of conduct. Now, in my personal opinion, she should be arrested. Alright. We're frustrated that elected student leaders would purposely choose to stir further division to make the campus less safe, said Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association Executive Director Brian Peters. Alright. Actively planning to thwart UMPD by generating false calls for help is insulting to the overwhelming majority of the campus community that rely on public safety services. MSA leaders should be ashamed and apologize to the campus community and victims of crime on campus. Alright. Now, we all know that calling in a fake call 911 is a crime. Now, again, this person should be arrested because she's an idiot, alright? You are literally telling people to call in to 911 and make a fake police report. Now, I can already tell you, some idiot out there is going to call out there, but oh my god, our school is being shot up, okay? So you're going to get campus police running out there. You're going to get all kind of police from several different agencies running out there. They're going to surround the school, and this idiot's going to be arrested. But oh my god, I can't believe I got arrested. And especially if it's a black person. But oh my god, I got arrested. Da-da. Okay, no, you got arrested because you followed an idiot by calling in a fake police report. And not only a fake police report, you followed in by calling in a school shooting. So you should be arrested for being so stupid, alright? And I guarantee you that's going to happen. I can already see it coming. You cannot urge people to call in a fake police report. But again, at the end of the day, if you're that stupid to actually do it, that's a whole nother level right there. But again, I already know people are going to do it and then they're going to cry when they get arrested. Kind of like when all the looting was happening over the summer and people actually got arrested. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually got arrested for that. I didn't do nothing wrong. No, you just looted a bunch of stores. But yeah, of course you didn't do nothing wrong. Like, what is happening to police is ridiculous. Alright? Prime example. Y'all want to continue to defund the police, right? So, who was going to stop that active shooter last night at the casino? Yeah, the cops stopped him. It wasn't an ordinary citizen. Because all these people are like, oh, I can stop an active shooter. I don't need the cops. I don't need the police. I can handle it on my own. Okay. So when you're out there handling on your own, alright, for people who open carry, even if I was out there at that casino and I had my gun, I'm going to get out of there as fast as I can. Alright. because number one, you don't know how many shooters there are to start with. You don't know where the shooter is. You gotta let police do their job. All right. Now it's different if somebody walks up on you and they pull a gun on you. That's different. That's why you open carry. All right. You don't open carry to go try and confront a shooter. That's how you get yourself shot. All right. And then with police responding, you're probably gonna get shot by them for having a gun out. You get out of the building and let the police do their job. So for all the people saying, they don't need the police or they can handle their own, that's fine to handle your own, alright? I mean, I can handle my own, alright? With all the gun training I've done, all the boxing, MMA, weightlifting, all that I've done, yeah, I can handle my own. But I still much rather have the police go in there and handle the situation the right way. That way, you know that you don't have to worry about hurting an innocent person, number one, going to jail, or getting seriously hurt or killed yourself. Because again, during an active shooter situation, you don't know who is the shooter or how many shooters there are, or if it's just a fake or a false alarm, alright? The only reason you need to open carry is to protect yourself. Alright, now obviously if you have a clear shot and there's someone open fire, then yeah, go for it. But other than that, get out there and let the cops do their job. Alright, and just think about all these school shootings. They want to take cops out of school. How many school shootings have we had? I mean, we had, I want to say 2 this year. And the latest one in Knoxville, the cop stopped the active shooter in the school. So if that cop was not there in that school, how many people would have actually got shot? Alright, at least 10 more would have got shot. And that's if the cops would have got there within the first minute. Alright, but by the time they get there and they actually get into school and they address the threat and realize what's going on, that could be another 10 minutes. Alright? Most schools even at this time have a lower level and a second level. Alright? So at that time, cops still got to get into school. They got to address where the gunfire is coming from. And that takes time to do that. And even when they address where the gunfire is coming from, they can't just rush up there. Alright? They got to take the time to get up there, get in a formation, and then they gotta realize, well, where's the threat at? Is he in a classroom? Is he in a hallway, in a bathroom? Whatever the case may be. That's how it works, and people fail to realize that. Alright? Just like in Portland now, the mayor, Ted Wheeler, is begging with citizens to help identify Antifa members now. He is begging officers to come back. Like, he even refunded them, I want to say a couple months ago. It was like he defunded $2 million for a certain department group, and he refunded them $2 million. I believe it was the homicide group. And he refunded that back. And now he's begging citizens to help identify Antifa. So, why is it now? Why did it take you, almost a year to realize that enough is enough and that you actually need to do something? Like, I don't understand. Like, they tried to create a whole new autonomous zone last night. Alright, officers were threatened with knives. There were slingshots out there. Starbucks were damaged. They had bricks thrown through them, rocks thrown through window. A hotel was graffiti with Happy May Day, because yesterday was May 1st. But again, you can't expect officers in Portland to continue doing what they're doing and everything to be okay. Again, these officers have been in this for almost a year now. They've been dealing with this for almost a year, and they've got no support from you. Only thing they've gotten from you is, these people have been arrested and they've been let out of jail the very next day, or the same day in some cases, and been arrested not once, not twice, but 3 times in the same day. Some of these rioters have been arrested 3 times in one day. How does that even happen? Like, 3 times in one day. You think on the first time you would be kept in jail overnight. And I'm not talking about early in the morning. I'm talking about at nighttime. like 6, 7, 8 o'clock, they were arrested 3 times before 12 a.m. So in 4 hours, they were arrested 3 times and let out 3 times. I don't get that. But like I said, you want to keep these officers there, but they're not going to stay, and it's proven. Like I said, how many have left? Well, 160 something left last year. 66 officers have left this year. So you're close to 300 officers right there. And you expect these officers to continue to stay there and help you. They're not staying. And I don't blame them. Any officer who has been in Portland, y'all have tremendous discipline, tremendous patience. Because there are a lot of officers I know, and I seriously doubt any of them would have stayed during this, alright? It's one thing to protect your city and protect where you live and protect your family, but at some point in time, you have to realize that it's not worth it to risk your life for nothing, pretty much. Again, these people are getting out of jail just because they don't want to prosecute them, because they don't want to hurt their feelings, because they feel like it might be racist. I mean, that's all it is. They don't want to hurt their feelings, and everybody's up in their feelings. They're like, oh, well, we don't want to hurt their feelings, so we're not going to prosecute. Okay. Again, at some point in time, as an officer in Portland, you have to realize that enough's enough, and you just gotta quit and do what's best for your family. That's why I see it. Again, and it's not just Portland though. It's everywhere. Whether it's big cities or you're out in the country, it's everywhere now. I mean, officers are getting targeted for speaking out against LeBron James. LeBron James apparently can say whatever he wants and it's okay. Officers can't do anything and it's wrong. Alright, just like Officer Corbin Seaward. Like, I don't even know why he was placed on administrative leave to start with. Like, the man literally said, are y'all gonna kill me like Mikaya Bryant? And he was attacking the officer and everything. And all the officer said was, are you gonna stab somebody like her? I don't see the problem with that. But Black Lives Matter activists had a problem with it. So they placed the officer on administrative leave. But again, thankfully, the message got out enough people called and broke down the phone system, emailed, and this officer got his job back, and he was also gifted $75,000 thanks to that. Alright, and just like Nick, I believe his name is Nick Seifster, the officer who pretty much criticized LeBron James. If you haven't seen the video, definitely check it out. Pretty much what happens is, it's a staged area. The officer's sitting in his car, and there's 2 black people, and they both have knives. So the officer's sitting there, he calls in dispatch talking about, can you get LeBron to call my phone? And he says, there's 2 people stabbing each other, what should I do? And he's talking about, he asked the race, and he said, oh, they're both black. All right, guys, you're on your own. And the officer got fired for that. But again, why? That's true. You really think LeBron James really cares about Mikaya Bryant? No. I guarantee you, if it was a black person trying to stab a white person, it wouldn't make news. And if the officer shot the white person, it wouldn't make news. It wouldn't. But since it was a white officer who shot a black girl, they don't care about the other girl. Forget her. We need to talk about Mikaya Bryant. So, what about the other girl who was about to be stabbed to death by Mikaya Bryant? We can't talk about her. Like, I don't understand how Black Lives Matter activists, or black people in general, are mad about Mikaya Bryant. Like, this officer saved a black female from a black female. So, I don't understand how the officer is racist. If he was racist, he would have shot Mikaya Bryant after she stabbed him, or after she stabbed her. And then he was like, oh, well, that's 2. But no, he saved the other girl's life. Like, nobody's even said the other girl's name. Everybody's talking about Mikaya Bryant. So, I don't understand how Mikaya Bryant should be glorified. The other girl should be given all the attention. Alright, Mikaya Bryant should just be, alright, just like that. And everybody's talking about, her family's coming into the picture now. Why? She was in foster care. And now her family's coming in to get money. That's the problem with a lot of these shootings. The family comes in after they're shot. What was that one? There was one where the homeless guy was sitting in a parking lot. I believe it was in, I want to say Philadelphia. And they ended up shooting him because he charged with a knife. And they gave him multiple times. The video is like 10 minutes long of them just telling him to drop the knife. And he charged at him not once, not twice, but 3 times. Could have got shot any one of those 3 times. They tased him twice. It didn't work. And he got shot. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. It's not a racial thing. It's people don't need to be at a stupid thing. And then the family comes in talking about, oh, well, we need money for emotional stress, pain, and suffering. All right. If you really cared about the man, why was he homeless? If this man was not homeless, charging people with knives, he wouldn't have been shot. And he probably wouldn't have been charging people with knives if he wasn't homeless. Alright? And he probably wouldn't be homeless if y'all cared about him, but y'all don't care. All y'all care about is the money. Just like Mikaya Bryant's family. They don't really care about her. If they really cared about her, they would have been in her life trying to get her to live with them. But instead, they wait till she's shot and killed by a police officer, a white police officer, and then they're like, oh my god, my daughter was killed by a white police officer. No. Like, so, if you care that much about your daughter, why was she not living with you? Why was she in foster care? She should have been living with you if you really cared that much about your daughter. Alright, and those are not the only 2 instances. There's plenty of them. But, again, nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody just wants to talk about white police officer kills black, or white police officer does this, white police officer does that. Alright, and obviously, yeah, there are bad cops out there. But there's a way more good cops than there are bad cops. Alright, I can break it down. From all the times I've done ride-alongs, all the times I've done explorers, all the police officers I've met, all the police officers that I've bought lunch, it's probably been, I've probably met 200, 300 officers, alright? And out of those officers that I met, I've probably only encountered 2 or 3 that I feel probably wouldn't do a good job in what they do. And they weren't even, like, get the hell out of my face or anything. They just weren't, they didn't seem like they were enthused to do their job. Alright, but, again, and this was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, that I was doing all this. So I can only imagine now how officers must feel. And again, like a week ago, I bought the officer's meal, and it meant the world to him. He was ecstatic that somebody actually came up to him and said thank you for what you do, and brought him a meal and actually talked to him for a minute. Like, he was ecstatic. And again, he gave me his card, he wanted to shake my hand, and that's how you make a better relationship between officers and the community. Not what they're doing in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, where they are blocking streets over Andrew Brown Jr. and they don't even know what happened. They haven't seen body camera footage, but they're still blocking the streets and getting arrested every day. I'm in South Carolina. But, again, I just want to bring this video to y'all real quick. Again, this is going to be a short live. I really don't have too much more to add to this. Again, I just want to bring this to y'all real quick. So, as always, thank you all for watching. And, as always, y'all stay safe out there. And stay tuned for... I live near Lexington. It's possible that we met. I don't ever go to Charleston like that, but it is possible that I appreciate it. A lot of people actually think that I'm French, but I'm not because I took French in school and I did horrible at it. I've had family that live in Sumter, but I've only been there once or twice myself. But yeah, I've been in and around Lexington pretty much my whole life. But yeah, I've never been to Charleston. I've been to Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, Florence, but I've never been to Charleston. No, oh yeah, definitely. I got a vacation coming up in June, so not sure where I'm gonna go. Hopefully, somewhere out of South Carolina, but we'll see. Appreciate your support. But as always, for all y'all out there, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.